Welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So, in an effort to more fully embrace the 1.7.2 changes, I've decided to build myself a 1,000 block long, well actually a little bit more than 1,000 block long, nether tunnel. I am currently, this portal is right on X1000. So, I want to go out, pop out, and just see what I can find. See the new biomes, at least a few of them. Be nice if we found a mesa, because I could use the clay, but those are apparently really rare, so I don't really hold out much hope for that, but who knows. So let's go and light this new shape of the nether portal, and away we go. Alright. Horses immediately. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can see on my pick, Excavator Mark II, while digging that nether tunnel, I accidentally broke the Mark I because I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Alright, well, I don't really see anything. Oh. I came out facing this direction. Like, alright, well, this doesn't look too different. And then, bam, mesa. Wow, this is like the best portal ever. Cool. So, all of this is hardened clay. I'll dig one up. Hardened clay. So I don't have to go digging around the seafloor anymore. And that down there is red sand, and it also works for making glass, which I need quite a bit of. So I am after right now the red clay is what I really want the most, because that's what I'm going to use in my build. Wow. This is actually a really nice one too. So there's yellow and normal hardened and orange. What else is there? Water. Actually really big, man. This is like all the clay you could ever want or need. So let's see, what else do I have? Oh man, this mace is huge. There's all that red clay down there, which I'm probably going to go after. And what do we have over here? Just a normal, like, hilly forest. Man. I was worried that I was going to have to look for days and days and many thousands of blocks to find one of these. Good thing I had my new pick. And it's becoming nighttime, unfortunately. Wow, this place is huge. I actually thought these were supposed to be just kind of small things. Ooh, lava. Where are we? Y88. You're up high. Yeah, dark. So what I want to do... Oh, and we have a bit of an ocean over here. Is the seafloor clay? No, it doesn't look like it. So what I want to do is kind of, I'm going to run back over here and go down the side of the mountain into that patch of red clay and just kind of dig myself a hole and stay in that for a little while, at least overnight. And I'm going to dig up all the red clay I can find. Man, you could just like clear cut this entire place and just get tons and tons of useful blocks. You could have chests and chests full of useful blocks. It's amazing. This is probably my favorite biome. Plus, you could build some really neat stuff in here. Really neat western stuff. So I'm gonna like dig in right here and hope this goes for a little ways. Torch. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna dig this out and wait for day, and I will see you then. Okay, so day is breaking, and I've been mining, and I have more red clay than I'm gonna need, which is great. Something else I want to get at least some of is this. I don't have my bow. Yes, I do. Is this red, or yeah, red sand. I can't help but think of Mass Effect when I say that, because that was a drug in the Mass Effect universe. I want some of this red sand because I need to make glass, and this works, so. And I don't really care about tearing this biome apart, to be honest. Because it's not right next to my home, so I don't have to look at it all the time. I actually don't know how much glass I need. I actually haven't calculated how much of each thing I need. I try to do that usually, but I just didn't get around to it for this project. No problem. I don't need the cobble. I don't need the cobble. One of the nice things is that the difference between that, like this orange clay, and the red sand isn't that bad, so this place doesn't end up looking horribly torn up. Let's see. Almost there. And then I can get rid of the zombie flesh. Once I fill that up, I think that'll be good. There we go. Okay, that should be just about enough of all of this. Left a lot. Is there anything else I can get rid of? Guess I don't really need the ladders. Since I destroyed them, I might as well take them with me. Top that stack off. 40, 51. Okay, good enough. So I need to make my way back to my portal. No, I missed some. Oh well. Which should be over this way. It's a really nice place. There's just tons and tons and tons of red clay back there. Oh, come on. Up, 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 up. Up, up. No. Over this hill. This way should be my portal. Which is awesome. I couldn't get any luckier with that, to be honest. That's amazing. If I want horses, which I think I do, because running that 1,000 blocks in the nether isn't exactly the fastest thing. There's a bunch of them down there. I'm sure I could find a fast one and drag them into the nether and make a little place up for them. Might be about the extent I use horses. Okay. So I will meet you back at the house. I need to get this sand smelting, and I can start putting in the red clay into the greenhouse. So I will see you there. So I'm back over here at, oh, hold on, there we go. I'm back over here at the outline of, nope, that's not where that goes. At the outline of the greenhouse, and I'm gonna start putting in the clay. So it just runs along the wall here. Just making sure nobody's behind me. So this ends up looking like that, which kind of looks like a barn a little bit. Has that barn feel, but it doesn't look like a barn. It looks like a barn, but doesn't look like a barn, because that makes lots of sense. Is it really becoming nighttime already? It took me longer to travel in the nether than I thought. Well, I'll get through these 2 stacks, because I didn't bring enough. And then go sleep. Yeah. There we go. Jeez. I thought I saw a creeper down there. Sorry if you just heard the pipes banging. The house I'm in, I don't know what's causing those pipes to bang. I cannot figure it out because it's not like when someone turns on a faucet or when the water heater kicks on or anything. It just happens. And sometimes it won't happen for like a week, and then sometimes it happens, 3 times in 5 minutes. I don't get it. I just can't figure it out. If I were a believer in the superstitious, or the supernatural, I would say it's a ghost, because it's just weird. But I'm not, so it's not. So, yeah, I'm gonna need like 4 more stacks of clay probably. I'm still trying to land one in through there, so I land inside my house. I've yet to do it though. So I have my glass cooking up. 2, 3, 4, that ought to be enough, and then I can sleep in my messed up bed. There we go. Then head on back. Whoa! Alright, this is actually good. I need spider string. And it would help if I had... Oops, not video settings, music and sound, hostile creatures, because I was in the Enderman farm and didn't feel like hearing them. Man, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm going to need the string for dispensers for the water trough, or the water flood system. Aren't you lucky? I thought he couldn't shoot me for a second. What string did I get? 4. Hooray! There's another one. Mere spider. Did I get anything? Nope. So I will finish this up. So I've finished the outline. So it's coming along slowly but surely. So I need to put half slabs on the top because without them, the top basically spawns a ton of mobs. And that is not really what I'm after. Oops. Try that again. Okay, that'll be enough. And up we go. So I've been having a bit of a rough day. Hold on, I have my other world open, my test world, so I can actually see what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. You ever just have one of those days where 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, where everything just like your brain and your hands just don't seem to be talking to each other? Crap, I forgot stairs. I'll come back and do that. I'm having one of those days where it's just like everything I do is just a struggle for some reason. And it's weird because I'm not usually like that. I wouldn't ever say that I have wonderful coordination. I just don't. I'm not, finely tuned athlete or anything, but I'm not bad with my coordination, but man, today has just been awful. I've been dropping everything. I cut the crap out of myself too while I was cooking. I was making spaghetti. That's it. And you don't really have to cut anything for spaghetti, but oh man, 1, 2, 3. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry about that. I needed to take a look at what I was doing. So I actually am not at the half slab stage yet. So I was saying, I was making spaghetti for dinner because, you know, I had it on hand. I didn't really feel like going to get anything. And so, oh hey, there's an invisible spider over there. You can just see his eyes right next to the Enderman. I have to go back to my house anyways. So I was making it with some Italian sausage, you know, just good stuff. And I had that in the pan to brown, and it started getting a little too hot. I just noticed it was starting to, instead of sizzling, it was kind of popping, making like an I'm about to burn noise. And so, you know, I reach over, I'm trying to juggle something else. Oh, I was filling my big pot up with water to put the noodles in, and it was kind of getting full, and so I reached kind of crossways with my left hand over to the stove to turn down the heat so the pork didn't burn. And as I did that, my thumb came across one of my knives, and I have my knives in a knife block that has, it's not like a bunch of little slots, it's like a bunch of like plastic straws. Okay, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm going to sleep. I'm just going to run back and forth here while I talk pretty much. Oh, where the hell am I? Crap, I don't even know where I'm at. How did I get over here? Oh, I'm right beneath my house. Anyway, so I ran my left thumb, across the blade of one of my knives, and my knife block is like a bunch of little plastic sticks all grouped together, and it lets you stick your knife down in there so you don't have to have a like custom size slot for each one of your knives, since I didn't buy like a knife set with a knife block. And man, it, like, I'm pretty sure that it went down to the bone or damn close, because it hurt. Well, it was one of those immediate, I don't know if any of you have ever broken a bone, but when you break a bone, your body instantly knows something has gone terribly, terribly wrong. It's very instinctual and like a gut reaction to what's happening. And it was one of those whereas like my hand was moving back before I really even knew I'd cut myself, because my body just kind of knew, hey, something has just gone horribly wrong. And so like I immediately used my fingers to clamp down on it and turn the stove off and turn the water off. And man, I looked at it and I'm like, in the 2 or 3 seconds it took to turn off the water and turn off the stove, like I was already dripping blood on the floor. So, and it was like one of those things like, I've never had that problem, and I've had even during my moves, I've had my knives pretty much in the same spot, and I've never had that problem. But man, it was like my hand didn't quite go where it was supposed to, and I paid for it. So it's my jumping thumb. And every time I jump, it doesn't really hurt. It just kind of, it's like stiff. But I was worried that I was going to have to like get stitches and that kind of stuff. But I looked at it and it doesn't feel good, but it's not horrible. So crap. I just don't have the building materials that I need. So I'm going to gather those and get everything ready so that I don't have to keep running back and forth. Okay, so I laid out a framework so I can actually, you know, do this without really thinking too much. But yeah, even earlier today, excuse me, after I was done cooking, you know, I'm loading up my bowl, you know, go sit down and eat, and I dropped my bowl. Luckily, it only had noodles in it, not sauce, and luckily it was also a Corel bowl, and luckily it bounced. Because the thing about Corel, which it's a brand, and they, like a brand of, what is it called, like plateware, I guess is the proper term for it, that it's really it's strong, like it'll resist explode. Well, no, it won't, but it'll resist breaking most of the time if you drop it. It's kind of like a ceramic type feel to it. But man, if that does break, if you ever manage to break Corel, which I have, that stuff shatters into an incredible amount of pieces, and they go an incredible distance, considering given the fall distance that they've gone through. It's really kind of shocking. I was in my sophomore year of college, and being the intelligent engineering training that I was, I had washed a plate and didn't feel like using a towel to dry it because there just didn't happen to be one in the kitchen. And so I had it in my hand and was swinging it around kind of in like a half circle to kind of throw the water off of it. And, it's kind of a ceramic glass type plate, so it's smooth, and it was wet. So of course, and I'm sure it probably had some kind of soap residue left on it, given, my dishwashing skills at the time. And sure enough, I dropped it. I didn't just drop it. I threw it really hard at nearly full speed against the floor. I've never seen a dish shatter like that. It was actually kind of amazing how many pieces and how far away they went. Needless to say, I learned my lesson there. Okay, so I have these stairs, and then on top of them are half slabs and more stairs. Okay. Can do. So stairs like this. Not like that. Stairs like this. See, I've just had one of those days where it's been like, no matter what I try and do, like I tripped going up the stairs. Although, I need some slack on that. I didn't grow up in a house with stairs. I grew up in Florida. Well, that's not to say there aren't two-story houses in Florida, but they're not quite as common as they are in the northern region where I've moved to, or the Midwest, technically. No, I've already put half slabs there. No need. And so I never really had to deal with, basement stairs. I don't have a basement, but that's another good example of where you might find stairs in a house, is going into the basement. Basement stairs or second floor stairs. So yeah, this is the roof outline. I like it. None of that. And so running up and down carpeted stairs has become a bit of a chore for me, or a danger. Yeah, and I managed to slip going up the stairs, thankfully, so I was able to catch myself. But I'm just waiting for the time I'm not paying attention, or like I have socks on or something, or I don't know, dog leaves a toy on the stair, and I could do that and, take a tumble going down. So I am going to sleep, and I will finish up the other side of the roof and check the time on the episode and see if it's time to close or not. So I will come back with maybe more building or maybe the end. So I've completed the other side, and I'm laying the half slabs across the cross beam up here. And that will be pretty much it for the framing, and then I have to fill basically all of this stuff in with glass. So I'm going to need an awful lot of that. So I looked at the time and we got a little bit more. So speaking of talking about cutting my thumb, I mentioned breaking a bone, and for many of you out there, you may not have experienced that particular joy in life. Breaking a bone is one of those things that is just, it's almost hard to describe how painful it can be. And it's a strange kind of pain too, because when you cut yourself, a little cut, or you scrape your knee, or that kind of pain, it's like hot. It's a hot feeling. You know what pain feels like, basic pain feels like. But when you break a bone, it's kind of, it's different. You feel it in your stomach, like it hurts so bad you get nauseous. It can make you dizzy, the amount of pain. It's incredible how intense it can be. And this is, this is the voice of experience. I've broken both my arms, my little finger, like not just a fracture of my little finger. I just snapped it in half basically, on my left hand. And I broke my right tibia. I want to say your shin bone, whatever that is. I broke that, in half pretty much. The only reason I didn't have to get pins is because I was a kid and they knew my bones would grow back properly. Yeah, so it's the voice of experience definitely on that. It was just funny that it reminded me of that. Hello. Die. Go away, creeper. No. Run away. Whatever. I'll just run and sleep. Yeah, I broke my... This is in order. So I was in preschool when I broke my right leg. I was on one of the old push-style merry-go-rounds where you get on and have, a friend or yourself. You push the merry-go-round around. And what happened is I was on it and a guy on a bike went by. And I think I got so distracted trying to watch him go by. Like I saw him coming, and I think I tried to turn around and watch him go by, but doing that made me lose my grip, and I fell underneath the merry-go-round, and either the passing strut hit my leg so hard it broke it, or I got tangled up in the merry-go-round. I mean, this is like multi-100-pound slab of steel spinning. It's got quite a bit of momentum, and it just snapped my leg. However it did it, it pretty much just snapped it. That was bad. That required a wheelchair for a while. And then I had a special shoe that I could walk on with my cast. I think that was like 3 months in a cast, which wasn't fun, especially as a preschooler. And then in first grade, I broke my left pinky. I was on the playground and I was jumping for a... how did I do this? I'm looking at my test world to see how I did this. I was jumping for a monkey bar, and I kind of missed and put my fingers like directly into it, or like my first 3 fingers hit the bar correctly, but my pinky was too low and jammed into it and basically just bent it backwards till it snapped. Then that one wasn't too bad, but I broke it so badly it required a full cast on my arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. That one was not too bad. It didn't take too long to heal. And I got a short cast afterwards, which, let me do normal kid stuff. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wait. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. That one wasn't too bad as far as broken bones go, but then I made it all the way to 4th grade after that. So I did my little finger in 1st grade, and then I made it to 4th grade when I was at my friend's house. I was at a sleepover, and we were rollerblading, and I was going down a very steep driveway, and unfortunately I wasn't, the most coordinated person in the world, and I lost my balance and I fell. and I broke my right arm trying to catch myself. This will be easier if I try and build it up instead of down. Trying to catch myself, I kind of stiff-armed into the ground and broke my right arm. Fractured one of the bones, the outer one, and then completely snapped in half the inner one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Which that one was bad because I am right-handed, and that caused it so I could not write properly. Which was all kinds of awful because, you know, I still have to do schoolwork. It's not like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not like I can, you know, get somebody to write for me, which is unfortunate. And then in 5th grade, this is the most embarrassing one. I was after like staying after school for some reason, and one of the teachers said that she had one piece of cake left over, and that whoever got there first could have it. And so I went sprinting along for a piece of cake, and I tripped over or slipped on some dirt, and I fell and went forward, like straight forward, and that caused, like, I kind of stiff-armed into the ground, and I broke my left arm. Not as bad. I only fractured that. So that wasn't as bad. But yeah, that's the extent of my broken bones. I gave my parents quite a traumatic childhood. I was a good kid. I was clumsy as hell. Well, not clumsy. I just managed to put myself in unfortunate situations. Okay. Yeah, alright. Oops. Well, I think I'm just about out of time, so let's take a step back, an ender pearl back, and kind of check out it's the outline so far. So I will finish up with this and put some things in where they need to be. I think I'm missing something here. It doesn't quite look right to me, and that looks too thick, but we'll get there. And I will fill this in with glass, so we'll basically have a closed-in building, and I can start work on the interior. So anyways, if you like this episode, go and give it a like. It helps a lot. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I've been BombFish, and I will see you in the next one.